First and foremost, all praise and honor, glory to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. And today we have a lesson. We titled this, Exposing the Lies of the Devil. Okay, exposing the lies of the devil, because that's exactly what this truth in the last days is doing. The Lord has opened our eyes to who we are. He's given his prophets this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And we're feeding the sheep, we're spreading it via internet. And that's exactly what's doing, is casting down the lies of the devil. So all things that's hidden, all the wickedness, the lies, the cover-ups that's been hid from the beginning of times in these last days, truth is revealing, just like the Bible said it was. Okay, so let's get started and show you that there's nothing that's covered up or nothing that's hidden that the word of the Lord is not exposing and revealing in these last days. All right, so first place we going is Luke chapter 8, verse 17. This is Luke chapter 8, verse 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be made known and come abroad. So everything that's been secret, that's been hid, okay, the Lord has it set up in the last days where it's going to be made known. It's going to all come to the light. Okay, and this is what's happening in the world today, especially with the lies of Esau, Edom, the white man. Okay, everything is starting to be exposed and revealed in these last days. We're going to St. Luke chapter 12, verse 2. That's Luke 12 and 2. Beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. Verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed. See that? Verse 2. There is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be made known. Okay, so everything covered, okay, all lies, secrets in our personal life, as well as what we focusing on today, the lies of this world, the lies of Esau, Edom. Okay, everything's going to be exposed and revealed. Okay, we go into Proverbs chapter 15, verse 3. When we get there, you give me Ecclesiastes 12, verse 14. It's the book of Proverbs chapter 15, verse 3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. See that? The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. All right? I'm going to get one out the Apocrypha now. We go into the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha, chapter 23, verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. See that? The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all ways of men and considering the most secret parts. Okay, and as we know, the eyes of the Lord are also his chariots in the sky. Okay, this is what the world is starting to see more frequent now. Okay, they call it UFOs. No, those are the chariots of the Lord. The Lord uses that as his watchmen. Okay, angels to watch and report back to the Father every day. Okay, the white man, just like in his society, he has technology. That's part of his blessing. Okay, the sword and the technology is hand in hand. He used cameras and all kind of cameras and technology in the sky, satellites. Okay, well, the Lord has supernatural spiritual ability. Okay, it's via angels and chariots. Okay, those are the eyes of the Lord in the sky. So he's beholding everything, the good and the evil. Let's get that real quick. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 14.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 14.
Come on.
For God shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
See that? The Lord will bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Okay, let's get one more. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10.
Second Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10.
Come on.
For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua, that every one may receive the thing done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad.
See that? Whether it be good or bad. Okay, so there's nothing covered and nothing secret and nothing hidden that's not going to be revealed or that we're not going to have to give an account for of the Lord. Okay, and the same with this white man Esau Edom, who's lied to the whole world and continues to do so. Everything about religion, who God is, the appearance, okay, science, everything to oppose and exalt himself against the knowledge of the Lord. All right, let's get that next. Matter of fact, we go into 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, we're going to pick it up at verse 3. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalt himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worshipped, so that he, as Yahweh, sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself to be Yahweh. Okay, so the whole appearance of thing that this white man is to be worshipped and be in a position, he wants to be God. He wants the earth or the world to depend on him for everything. Okay, this is why every country, every nation, okay, they get in trouble, they need protection, whether it's weaponry, money, resources, they all call on America. The people in the Western world, okay, the citizens, okay, look how many people depending on the government, depend on this man to teach them education, religion, philosophy, every way and facet of life, they depend on this white man. But what it's saying, he sits us up, he appears to be God. He wants to be worshiped and acknowledged as the Most High. But in the last days, the Lord is taking them down and exposing and revealing him for who he really is. All right, I'm going to read verse 4 again. Who opposeth and exalt himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple, as God showing himself that he is God. Okay, and this is why anytime you want to know, up until this point, the Lord has woke us up, but in the past, we want to learn about God. Okay, well, he set up these pagan institutions or churches that all go to teach his Catholicism, or that Roman Catholic Catholicism, which is really a bunch of, it's basically spiritual fornication, spiritual adultery. Okay, but nonetheless, on every facet or level of life, he's positioned himself and set himself up to appear as if he is God. Okay, he pushes his science, his technology above God. Everything, okay, to do with the earth in these last days, okay, he called acts of God, climate change. These are all things that we read in the scripture and the prophets in the last days, okay, the Lord say he's going to bring changes, okay, it'll be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars. Okay, this man comes along and tell you, no, it's science, it's just Mother Nature, it's climate change, so on and so forth. Never giving praise or acknowledgement to the Most High, but he puts himself up in a position to be God. But in these last days, this truth is out, okay? The Lord has opened up the eyes of his prophets, exposing them through this truth, and it's tearing down all his lies. Okay, we're going to get that. This is Jeremiah 49, verse 7. This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus says the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? What was Teman? Like a chief capital of Edom. Okay, today Teman would be what they call America, the capital of the white man. Okay, America, DC. So the Lord is saying, is there no more wisdom in Teman? Showing you he's stripping away that wisdom, that knowledge. Okay, up until this point, as far as the wisdom of this world, okay, they've been, in a sense, more heightened or above everybody else, okay, whether it's through their science, their technology, their philosophy, the whole world has looked to them. But in these last days, you see what's happening, okay? Infrastructure collapsing, the world's economy is collapsing. They have no answer to turn it around. So this is why the Lord is questioning, what happened to your wisdom? Is wisdom no more in Teman? Matter of fact, you give me 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 19. I'm gonna read it again. Jeremiah 49 and 7, concerning Edom, thus says the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? See that? Because they have no answers. The Lord is getting ready to take them down, and he's raising up his prophets for the kingdom to come. And they have no solution to saving their empire, their kingdom. This is what's going on. I'm going to read verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret place. See that? All the things up until now, they've been the hidden hand. Okay, now they're being exposed on a world scale. They're being revealed. All the cover-ups, all the lies, Okay, from once again, that science is the Lord is confounding that, showing you that that's falling apart. The lies of religion, plantation Christianity, the image of God. All of these lies are coming forth. Who the real Jews are, okay? Convincing the whole world aligned of a pandemic to take the Jimmy jab, the surge shot, okay? Now the world is finding out all of it's been a bunch of lies. See that? Verse 10 again. But I have made Esau bare. See, he's exposed. I have uncovered his secret place, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Okay, I'm going to get Isaiah chapter 43, verse 7. Just showing you, see, he's exposed in these last days. What's exposing him? This truth. This truth is out now. See, the whole world is starting to listen. Okay, the prophets via internet, Israelites, and it's exposing and bringing down all his lies. This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. See that? Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. And this is what the world is witnessing, this shame. All the lies are starting to come up to the surface. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. This is Yahushua prophesying through the prophet Isaiah. Okay, so I'm going to read it again. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Talking about at the coming of our Lord Yahushua. He's coming back in his spiritual, raging, like a raging lion in his spiritual form to take down the nations. All right? You got what I told you?
1 Corinthians.
1 Corinthians. What chapter I told you?
You said chapter 1, verse 14.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, start at 19. Just showing you, okay, in these last days, the Lord has stripped their wisdom, their knowledge. They have no answer. Come on.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 19. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent.
See, and that's what's happening. The Lord is destroying the wisdom of the wise, talking about the wisdom of this world. Okay, his science, his technology, all his philosophy, they can't even say themselves right now. Is the Lord taking down an empire so he can raise up the next? Okay, read it again, verse 19.
Verse 19. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent.
See that? I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. How is the Lord doing this? Through this truth in the last days. Okay, read verse 20.
Verse 20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? And where is the disputer of this world? Hath not God made foolish the wisdom of this world?
See that? The Lord calling them out. Why is your wise man? Okay, why is the wisdom of this world? Have not Yahweh made foolish the wisdom of this world? How is he confounding and making foolish the wisdom of this world? Through giving his prophets this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. See that? We go into Proverbs 26, verse 26. This is Proverbs chapter 26, verse 26. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. See that? I'm going to read it again. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. And this is what's happening in the last days. All his wicked that was covered, or that he could fool or deceive the people, okay, he's being exposed now through the truth of the prophets. The Most High is giving his men the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, his mysteries to expose this devil. This is what's happening. Okay, we're going to Isaiah 44, verse 25 now. See, getting exposed on every level, they don't like it, they can't take it. So this is why they're starting to come with all these draconian laws and measures and take away freedom of speech and more restrictions on the internet, YouTube. You can't say what you feel anymore, all these things. It's not about that. Okay, it's about trying to suppress and hide this truth because he's being revealed and exposed in the last days. Okay, even your critical race theory in the schools, they don't want your children to connect. Wait a minute, slavery, that goes back to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, so on and so forth. This is why they got all these, even with the medical pandemic restrictions and things, they do not want to be exposed. But this is the will of the Lord. Okay, so we go into Isaiah 44, verse 25. That frustrated the tokens of the liars. See that? Talking about this truth is frustrating the tokens of the liars. Who are the tokens of the liars? The liars are the people that be that rule at the top. Esau, Edom, the white man, power which they be. The government officials, the top of the medical, that's your Dr. Fauci, your Bill Gates, your world rulers. Okay, this truth is frustrating them. I'm going to read it again. That frustrated the tokens of the liars and make it dividers mad. See that? They really big mad right about now. That turn it wise men backwards and make it their knowledge foolish. See, same thing we just read, 1 Corinthians 1, 19 and 20. See, the wisdom, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord. Okay, the mysteries of this word that he's given to his prophets in the last days is confounding them. They have no answer, no solution, and they can't deny it. Okay, this is what's happening. I'm going to read it one more time. Isaiah 44, verse 25. They frustrated the tokens of the liars, that make it dividers mad, that turn it wise men backwards and make it their knowledge foolish. And this is exactly what this truth is doing. It's making their knowledge foolish, all right? Now we go into Isaiah 25, verse 7. You give me Obadiah 1 and 8. This is Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Now, when it say he will destroy in this mountain the covering cast over all people, up until now, it's pretty much been a spiritual blindness, a veil that the God of this world, the devil, has had over the masses of the people, in order to get them to believe, for the most part, everything he says through his media, his sorcery, his witchcraft, which they use their media, their television, their social media. It's called social programming. Okay, they put a doctor or some bum in a suit with some glasses, or a little bitty man with some glasses and a white robe. They put a doctor in front of his name, and see, the world has been believing that up until now. Or man behind a pulpit who the world deems as a theologian, a prophet of God. And see, the world has been believing stuff like that up until now. Everything they want to push, whatever agenda or program they want to program the people, it's been working up into these last days. Okay, now the Lord is waking his sheep up. He's waking his people up, and it's not working anymore. I'm going to read that again. Isaiah 25 and 7. He will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people. See that? It's been a spiritual blindness, a covering cast over the majority of the people. That's why when the truth comes out, it sounds to the majority of the people, what do they say? You crazy. That's conspiracy theories. Or that's, those tinfoil hat wearing, they weirdos or cults, see? Because that's the spiritual veil or that blindness that's over their eyes. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. So same with most nations. Up until this point, nations have been playing ball. They've been going along, whatever the Western world want to do, okay? They believe them. They remember, they push themselves as the top dog, the number one, as the image of God up until this point. Now your nations, your other countries ain't even playing ball no more, okay? You see what even Africa, I believe about 6 months ago on that World Forum, that World Economic Forum, when they wanted them to go along and forfeit all their rights and things of that nature, Africa basically told them to hell with you, Africa and Brazil. Okay, in the past, that would have never happened. Okay, they just say, we'll give you more money. We'll send you some weapons or whatever. And they play ball, they go right along with it. Now, all the nations are even starting to open up their eyes. Other countries are starting to realize all the lies of this devil the whole time. See, this is what's going on. I'm going to get a precept on that veil that's been covered over the masses. We go into 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. Second Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world had blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them. But you see that? That's that blindness once again, showing you that the majority of the world has been the God of this world, okay? You got the God of this world will be so-called Esau, the white man, okay? That's the physical counterpart of your spiritual demon Satan. Like on the right-hand side, you got the Lord, the angels, the good angels. The Lord has his people, the Israelites, for righteousness. Okay, on the left-hand side, that's what he used for his judgment, a whooping stick. They were created on the wicked hand side. Okay, you read that, Malachi chapter 1, verses 1 through 4. Okay, the border of wickedness. That was talking about Esau, Edom, the white man. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. In whom the God of this world had blinded the minds of them which believe not. How did he blind their minds? With all of his lies. Okay, all of his lies he taught. Okay, that we grew up for all of since grade school all the way to grad school. Nothing but philosophy, man-made ideologies, and lies. Traditional men and lies. Okay, in whom the God of this world blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine into them. In other words, unless the Lord decides to open your eyes spiritually, unless he preordained you for salvation before the beginning of the foundation of the earth, and at a certain specific time, okay, like sleeping agents, the Lord activated us. He quickened us. St. John chapter 6, verse 63. See, that is the spirit that quickened it. The words that I speak unto you are spirit and life. So at a certain given time, those of us that was chosen to predestinate for salvation, especially as prophets and teachers, the Lord woke us up like sleeping agents. He quickened us to the spirit, and he shined that light upon our minds to basically remove that veil, that covering cast. We was all asleep at one point in time. We all followed and believed his devil lies, his philosophies and ideologies, his system. We all bought into it. Okay, until the Lord shined that light upon us, that mercy, that grace. He decided to have compassion and mercy and grace and open our eyes. He removed that veil, that covering cast off of us, okay? This is what he say, feed the sheep. This is what we're doing now to the other sheep. A lot of our people still sleep. The preaching and speaking of his word, if the Most High will it, is to shine that light, that gospel, so the Lord could take that veil off of their eyes, all right? Get what I told you, Obadiah 1 and 8.
Yeah.
Hold it. Did you get it?
I was there.
Hold it. Stay what I told you, Obadiah 1 and 8. We going back to what I wanted. We going back to Isaiah 43. Something else. Let me get this. This is Isaiah chapter 43, verse 12. One moment. I believe it's 47. Isaiah chapter 47. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 47, verse 12. Stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. So now this is like the Lord being facetious, talking to the western world, Babylon, aka America, okay? He's saying the same sorceries, witchcraft, and trickery that you depended on up until now to build your nation, all these lies and things that have been working all the way up until now, keep doing it. What's happening? See, the Lord is taking these streets, revealing them, and he's taking away their wisdom at this point. I'm going to read it again. Stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. See that? If you can, continue to profit. It's been working up until now. If so, thou mayest prevail. See, so the Lord has been facetious with it. The same, everything, the whole construct that you built your society and your nation on has been nothing but lies and witchcraft. Lies, sorcery, and witchcraft, along with murder, theft, rape, robbery, everything wickedness is what it's saying. So those same lies, sorcery, and witchcraft, the Lord is saying, if you can, continue to depend on that. Get yourself, use that same lies, that sorcery, witchcraft to get you out of the situation, to save your economy, to save your infrastructure, to keep your kingdom intact is what it's saying. If so be it, depend on that same sorcery, witchcraft, showing you in these last days, the Lord is tearing all of that down. He's exposing the lies and he's stripping their power. All right? Obadiah chapter 1, verse 8.
Obadiah chapter 1, Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? And,
See that? Shall I not in that day destroy the wise man out of Edom? Talking about that wisdom the Lord is taking you. Continue.
out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Very good. Read it again.
Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau?
See, that day is talking about now. He's destroying the wise man out of Edom, and he's taking away their wisdom. Okay, how is he doing that? Through this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right. This is Job chapter 38, verse 15. And from the wicked, their light is withholden. See that? Their light is their wisdom, their understanding. Okay, they've seen real. You see that even with the president at this point in time. Look at Biden when you go up there every time. Every time we see him when he make a speech, he gets slower, dumber and dumber. Okay, all they know, they have no answers. This is what it's talking about. Verse 15. And from the wicked, their light is withholden, and the high arm shall be broken. The high arm represents what? That's might, that's power, that's stability. All the stuff that's been able to uphold them before, whether it be economic, money, military, all the things that they depended on the high arm, the Lord is breaking. Okay? Let's see what else. Or anything else from now. Let's see. One moment. Make sure we got everything. What you say?
Got some revelation.
Let me see what you got real quick.
No, I didn't know. I was saying we got some revelation.
Let me see. One moment. Sure, come on. We might close out. There ain't nothing else really coming to my spirit. It's nothing else really coming to me at the moment. But for the most part, that's what's going on. Okay. So the Lord is exposing or revealing them on a grand scale. All the lies, the dependency, the sorcery, witchcraft, all the covering that veil that we read about that's been over the whole nation. Okay, things before that the whole world would fall for, everybody is questioning now. Okay, the world calls it woke. Okay, wait, are you woke? People waking up. Okay, but the Bible, the Lord calls it that quickening. Okay, he's waking. There's different levels of woke. Okay, the Lord is tearing down that covering cast to a point to where even the average person that's not a believer is starting to be able to see certain things or question certain things. It's just like right about now, you ain't even really got to be in the truth or believer. Your average Joe Blow could realize something ain't right with this world. Okay, the average person could realize, you know what, something going on, man. We've been lied to about a lot of things. What's really happening? Okay, so people starting to question things. Okay, but on a deeper level, especially with the men or the elect men of the Lord, who he's really quickened spiritually. Okay, that's the key to be able to go throughout these scriptures, break it down and relay it to you, the prophecies, to show you what's going on spiritually. Okay, this is what he hates. This is what he hates the most. Okay, and this is where what's going to kind of take us into our next phase of what we entering in Jacob's trouble. Okay, because the devil is mad right now because he's being exposed. So because he's mad, the next phase, you know, he's going to come against the truth, try to strip the internet, social medias. He's going to demonize the prophets. Okay, start considering keywords, extremeness, just certain key phrases to really try to persecute, demonize those who spit forth this truth, the prophets of the Lord. Okay, and that brings me here, matter of fact. Let me go to Revelations chapter 12, because this is the next phase we transition into, okay? All his lies are being brought forth and cast down, and it's nothing else he could do at this point but just show himself for who he is, the devil. So now he's about to come physical. He's about to pass all these draconian laws to the point to where all the rights being stripped down to the point to where he has no other recourse but to come straight out, try to jail, persecute, even kill the prophets. All right. This is Revelations chapter 12, And I'm going to start at verse 12. Revelations 12 and 12. Let me see. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. See that? He know he has but a short time. Well, how does he know that? When, according to the Bible, when the prophets start standing on our feet at the last days, proclaiming his truth, exposing him. We actually read it earlier, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 3 through 4, when it say, then that man of sin shall be revealed, the son of perdition, who exalted himself above all that is called God. No, this is what it's talking about. Okay, he's being exposed now. So now that he's exposed, he knows his time is short. He has no other recourse but to come down with great wrath. Okay, that's what's going to take us or segue us into what we're about to start seeing next, Jacob's trouble, great tribulation. I'm going to read it again. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down into you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right. It's another one I want. Verse 17. That's it. Revelation 12, 17. And the dragon was wrought with the woman. Okay, and that dragon, I'm going to break that down a little deeper in another lesson. That's going back to Esau, Edom, the white man. He's really not white. The Bible refers to him as red. You go back to Genesis 25th chapter. The first came out red and hairy all over, like a hairy garment. They called his name Esau. All right, so verse 17 again. And the dragon was wrought with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yahweh and have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach. See, so that's what it's about now. Now that he's been revealed, he's been exposed, he has no other recourse but to try to come down with great wrath. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, I guess, close it out there. Once again, that's been exposing the lies of the devil. And I pray I will edify. Until next time, we're going to say shalom. We out.